Hello, everyone. So, I am very excited to introduce to you Dr. Soumya Mulla. She has a rank of 20 in this year's INICET exam. She is a DAMS regular student from Hyderabad. Heartiest congratulations, Soumya. How are you feeling today?
Hyderabad.
How are you feeling today?
Super excited, sir. Thank you so much. Super excited. Really.
How was your reaction when you saw the result?
I didn't expect, sir. It's really unexpected. Like I thought I'll get in top 50, but getting top 20 is another level actually. I didn't expect it all.
So, Soumya, you are a DAMS Hyderabad face-to-face classroom student. How is that experience, and
Yes, sir.
how does that difference from learning online, and what is your idea about it?
Sir, face to face is the best way to learn, sir. And actually, like some concepts which were not clear from MBBS, when when the dance faculty, when the teachers taught me, I was like shocked. I was filled with pleasure, like, oh my god, this is the reason behind this. I felt super excited when I learned the concepts. Even anesthesia, when I learned the concept of capnography, I was so confused. But when I learned the concept behind it, I felt really happy. I felt satisfied. Oh, this is the concept behind this. This is what I should have learned in my MBBS, but I didn't. But now I got an opportunity to learn that, sir. I felt really like completely satisfied with the faculty. Like, and they were super motivational. Like, whenever we were feeling low, like, how is it going to be? Like, how am I going to give? Like, last rank when I got 15,000. But the faculty at DAMS Hyderabad, they were super encouraging. In the end, like we were a bit low. Like, are we going to get the rank which we dreamt for? But it helped me a lot, sir. And, like the stress also, like they calmed us. They were really friendly with us, and we could ask any doubts with them. They cleared us whatever basic doubt we asked. They cleared it. I felt really happy, sir. Super satisfied.
And were you happy with the volume of the notes that you made in the classes? They were they crisp and concise? Are you able to hear me, bache? Hello. Are you able to hear me, beta? Yes, bache, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Ha, I can hear you. I can hear you, beta. I can hear you. Can you hear me, beta? I can hear you. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Ha,
Sorry,
beta,
sir, I couldn't
can you
hear
hear me
you.
now?
Ah, yes, sir.
Now
Now
can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I was asking, were you happy with the content that you created in the classes? Were you happy with the crisp and concise nature of the DAMS class notes?
I was really happy, sir. Like, it's not about the content or the volume of the notes we make, but it's the concise notes, sir. Like, at the end of the prep period, like before exams, if it is too voluminous, I wouldn't be able to revise any subject. But because of the crisp and concise notes which I have made by myself at DAMS Hyderabad, now I could, in the last 12 days, I was able to revise all the subjects, sir. That's because of the content and the concept. And they didn't, any teacher, any faculty, they never missed even a single important point. They have covered all the points, but whichever is required for the exam. Like in an MCQ pattern, concepts were clear. They didn't compromise at all on the on the concepts or the important points, previous year questions. They have discussed it all.
Great. And Bachi, you have given this exam. Which set did you appear for?
Morning sessions, sir.
Morning session. How many questions did you attempt?
Sir, I attempted around 197, sir, out of
Good.
200.
So, this is one question that a lot of people would want to know from you. How many could you get correct? Any idea?
Sir, I think from the usual grant test which I give, I was able to score above 160, sir. So I think this exam also, thank you, sir. This exam also, I might have scored more than 160. That's what I'm expecting.
Awesome. Awesome. And were you happy
So,
with the grant tests? And did you also appear for grant tests, CBT to improve your exam skill?
of course, sir, grant test, they helped me a lot. And I had a pattern for grant test also. Like, so when you came to DAMS Hyderabad Center, I was super excited. Like I have watched all your online videos, like yeah, that live classes I have attended. And when you came for face to face, I was super excited. I was answering, and when I received that yes I can book from you, I uh, realized okay, I could do it. I could crack it. And at that time you have stress, sir. Like you have to start attempting GTs, and you have to attempt more than 195. So when you attempt a more number of questions, you there is a 50-50 chance, like you might get it correct or not. Like when I was sure between two options, I went for it, sir. I went for it and I answered. When I was like doubtful around three options, like 75%, then I did not attempt. But when it was 50-50, I attempted, sir. I went for it. And when you stressed about grant test also, you have to start giving grant test. That is important. Even if you haven't finished the whole subject, whole portion, it's important to start giving. Then I came to know my weak subjects, my weak areas. I wanted to stress those. I want to revise those. And when I appeared for CBT, I was like, I did not manage time at all, sir. Like in the beginning, I wasted a lot. I felt like wasted a lot of time. Like I was reading the questions slowly. I was like reading all the options slowly, and all. In the end, I left a question which I knew. That made me realize, okay, this shouldn't happen in the main exam. This shouldn't happen. I shouldn't be overwhelmed by the computer or the like. It's not writing at my comfort, like not at home. It's a different place. I shouldn't be like confused and all. That helped me, sir. Like CBT gave me a real exam experience.
And Soumya, I'm so happy that you could use all my tips that I gave to you in the class. And I'm also
Yes,
happy
sir.
that you gave the CBT because giving an exam in a computer center is a totally different ball game.
Totally
Many
different,
people they
yes.
keep doing on phone. You remember I told you in the class, people will give on
Yes, sir.
phone, but giving on computer is a different game altogether. I'm so
Yes, sir.
happy
Yes,
for
sir.
you. I'm really, really proud of you, beta.
Thank you,
And,
sir. And
yeah,
and you have told me that computers will hang and all. That gave me an experience. Like I shouldn't be tense when it happens in the main exam.
yeah.
I
And
use
also
that
tell
tips.
Yeah. Also tell me better, did you also use the DAMS DVT, AIMS capsule, revision material on the eMedicoz app? And how was your experience?
So DVT helped me like short subjects like ophthalmology. I couldn't revise whole notes. I didn't have time. So I was towards DVT session of ophthalmology. And anesthesia also I did not attend anesthesiology face-to-face class. It happened just before INICET exam. So I watched online videos, pre-recorded videos from DAMS app, and I watched the DVT session also, so for anesthesia. That helped me. And for small subjects like ENT also I watched. Those helped me, sir. And in OG, that images I have watched, sir. That ultrasound images and all that session I have watched. And Deepthi ma'am's OG, ma'am made mind maps and all that I have watched, sir, DVT session. That helped me revise quicker.
Were you happy with the resources at your hand in DAMS? You have a face-to-face class, you have a backup on the app, you have short
Yes, sir.
courses to revise, you have question bank, test series, everything in one place. Were you
Yes,
happy
sir.
with the
Yes.
entire power at your hand?
Extremely happy, sir.
Yeah. And also, what about the previous year papers? If you remember in my class, I told you don't miss out on any previous
Yes,
year
sir.
topic.
Yes, sir.
Did that
That
resonate in the exam?
extremely, sir. Like when I saw the previous year questions, you told in the class, sir, that previous year questions should be at your fingertips. That I remember, sir. In the last few, like 2 weeks before the exam, I did only previous year papers, sir. I used to revise the material, previous year questions in between, and grant test I have done every Wednesday and Saturday, sir. I kept those 2 days for grant test. Like I have given 9 grant tests, sir, and in between I used to revise previous year papers, sir. Only those I did in the end. And previous year questions they helped me a lot, sir.
I'm really, really, proud that you have followed every tip that I have given you.
Yes,
But
sir.
I'm so excited. I'm as excited as you are today. And Soumya, I also want to know from you that you have given this paper. Can you help the future listeners about the difficulty level? Was it easy, medium, hard? And what subjects were given more importance in this paper as compared to a NEET PG exam?
Sir, this exam level, I will say like easy questions which were able to like all they were easy only, sir. Like previous year questions or they were one-liners. But I wouldn't say the whole paper itself is easy because it's time taking. Like even though there were easy questions, I did not finish my exam like half an hour before or 45 minutes before. I I took whole time. Like after finishing the whole paper, I was left with only 7 minutes. In that, I went back and I checked on few questions. So there were lengthy questions also, sir, in between. So the easy questions which were there, they helped me to compensate the time which I spent on the lengthy questions because there were lengthy questions and the each option was lengthy, but they were easy only, sir. Like I was able to rule out for most of the questions, I was able to rule out two options in the first go itself, and little bit from the like keys which I got from the clues which I have got from the question itself, I was able to answer, sir. This also you told, sir, like INICET is actually easy compared to the NEET because they will give whole paragraph, everything it's about your English speaking skills and all. You have mentioned it in the class. Like it will be helpful, easy to solve. In NEET, it will be like if you know the answer, you will mark it right, or else go to the next question. But here you will get a chance to rule out and further from the clues. If you read the question, you will be able to answer, sir. The paper was easy to moderate, sir, this time, morning paper, but it was time consuming and at the same time you should have the focus. Like grant test helped me prepare and CBT helped me prepare for this kind of exam. If I didn't do grant test and directly went for this exam, even easy questions I might have taken so much time, so then wouldn't be able to solve the lengthy questions. So when I did so many grant tests, I got a practice of doing it quickly. Like easy questions, I will be able to mark within 15 seconds or something. So that helped me practice and maintain focus, sir.
So if I summarize, attending classes, making concept, trying to
Yes,
understand, not just to write down, you try to understand.
yes,
And you were excited when you could understand something. And
yes,
that
sir.
is
I
why
was
I call
super
it the
excited.
eureka moment. Many times in
Yes,
a class, you have a eureka moment, like, oh my God, this is why it is
yes,
happening. And
yes,
then
sir.
you gave tests, you used the revision material, you focused on your weaknesses, you used the
Yes, sir.
recorded classes to cover up anything that you missed up. And I'm very, very proud of you, beta. And
Thank you, sir.
Soumya, I want to know from you, were there any moments in this journey where you felt little lost? And if you had a down period, how did you manage?
Sir, actually, I stayed at hostels with my friends. So whenever I felt low, my friends were there to help me. Three or four of us were there at hostel, and those three people used to come and they helped me. In the end, my health was also a bit low. I had like I you know I was ill for 2 days. Then I came back to home. At home, my mother was there. She used to stay late nights because I was studying, and she did not leave me alone. She was sitting in one corner, and she used to be awake so that I won't I won't be feeling alone. But in the end, when I was low, I had my brother. In the beginning, I took advice from my brother also, sir. Like in the beginning of the May and June. At that time, I didn't know how to prepare and all. At that time, I my brother told me one thing, like you are attending classes, your whatever journey I had, this is a process. he told me only one thing, sir: trust the process. I just trusted the process, and just before the exam, like the night before the exam, I was tensed, and my mother also told me the same thing. We remember what my brother said, and he told me that you followed a journey, like you kept so much effort, and you just trust the process. Whatever resources you got, you use them. You did grant test, so it's going fine. It's going well. So why to be afraid? Just go. Like what you have said, so you also told me that just before the day before exam you give one grant test, so it will be like a practice test for you, and next day you go directly and you write an exam. That's what I did, sir. On Saturday I
I'm
have given one grant test, and next day on Sunday I went and I have given one more test and I came back. That's it.
I'm so happy that you followed every one of my advices, and I'm so excited about your result. And before I take the final message from your side, can I congratulate your mother as well, if she is
she,
around?
she's there, so she'll be excited to see talk to you. One second, sir. Call my mother. Sorry, sir.
So it is very interesting, and I know that it is not only the achievement of the child, it is the achievement of the entire family actually. And
I'm
having a
calling.
good bunch of friends and family
Thank you
always
so
helps.
much. So she's my mother. Namaste.
Namaste and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Madam, can you say something about the child or anything you want to say today?
ఏమంటారు?
She has a All
ఏమైనా
India rank 20.
చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాను. Very excited. Very excited. So happy. You can see from her eyes itself. So she's very happy and
If madam wants to say anything in her mother tongue, also it is okay. Anything that she
మమ్మీ
wants to say in
తెలుగులో
Telugu,
చెప్పేమైనా.
Telugu, I think.
చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉందండి. చాలా హ్యాపీగా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నా. మీ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ లో జాయిన్ అయిన తర్వాత సౌమ్య మీ టీచింగ్ తోటి చాలా అంటే ఇంప్రూవ్ బాగా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది, అంటే చాలా నేర్చుకోవడానికి ఇష్టపడుతుంది అన్నట్టు. She's saying that I was excited that Eureka moment she's trying to explain in classes.
Awesome, Bache, and I'm very, very proud of you. And I know you will become a great doctor. Can you tell
Thank
me
you,
which
sir.
branch do you want to take?
Sir, I'm interested in general medicine, sir. But I have to see. Actually, I wanted to attend like career counseling session also from DAMS. Like I
So
want to
there is
counsel.
already on the eMedicoz app, there is a recorded version of the last career
Yes,
counseling
sir. I'll
already
watch it.
available. Just go through the
Yes,
medicine part, है ना?
yes, sir.
And I wish you all the best. Any final message for future aspirants?
Sir, I would say one thing, like if they haven't gone, like if they haven't gone in their third year, like pre-final year to DAMS, say, like foundation course, then it's the best opportunity to learn from face-to-face classes, sir. Like face-to-face classes are much more helpful than like watching it online, sir. I faced it very difficult to watch to finish a subject it from the app, sir. Like in the end, when few subjects like anesthesia which I couldn't attend because of lack of time, that I tried to watch from online, I faced it very difficult, sir. Face to face classes are way easy to attend, and here the student can respond to the questions. That itself will give so much motivation, sir. Pharmacology, I was very afraid, but when sir came, that 4 days I didn't feel like 4 days at all. Like each movement, like that interaction will be there, sir. That is very much helpful in the exam. Like you will feel, okay, this question that sir interacted with me, okay, I remember the lines from the teacher's mouth. That the face-to-face classes are must, sir. Like if they haven't prepared in their MBBS, then attending face-to-face classes are like really super helpful. And whatever like you teach in our class, like all the tips which I have used for myself, like if they use for themselves, then there will be a success.
Thank you so much, Soumya. I'm so grateful for your result because your result has validated my methods. When you do well, I feel proud. Keep in touch, Veda. Keep telling us whatever you do in
Sure,
life.
sir.
Stay in touch always. Keep being blessed. And, I am sending you all my love and blessings, Veda. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Heartiest
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
to the entire family,
Thank
Veda.
you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Veda.
sir.
Thank you, Bache. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, Veda. Bye.
Bye.